Good afternoon. Just thought I'd give you a little tour of the homestead here. Neighbor kids just come out, so pardon the noise. So this is me and Rosie's place here. We have about a half acre. I don't know what that is in a hectare. Just wanted to show everybody. So there's the gravel driveway. Lived here about 36 years, done a lot of work, all the rock around the trees you see, the big red maple I planted, put a new roof, the green metal roof on the house. Me and Rosie painted the house a couple years ago, brown and white. Here on the corner, across the street, we enjoy going hiking. We have some access to some land. It's not ours, but it's about 20 acres, and we have trails over there we hike on in the winter, me and Rosie and Roxy. And so I'll walk you up here. Hopefully it's not too jarring. A little bare spot in the yard's a place where I turned the trailer around, so it's hard to keep grass in it. The best part's around back, so but everything you've seen out back here, I used to have a little shed, 8 by 10, and now I have a 30 by 30 pole barn. Did all the landscaping, everything you see I did, all the way to the road. So, like I said, 36 years I've been here. And that's another story. There's my work truck, what I do for a living. I'll maybe touch on that and make a video about that. So here's the kind of the side, which we use as the front of the house. So I'm just doing this with my smartphone. So pardon any extra noises or jarring. This is kind of the backyard or the side yard. We're coming into the back, so I planted all the bushes along there, all the way up the road. The property's about 360 feet long. There's the guard dog. There's the driveway up to the pole barn. So I guess in the Philippines this would be called a province. Here it's a small town or village. I do live in town. It's just right on kind of the edge of town. So yeah, all these bushes I planted about 30 years ago. They were about up to my knee, and now they're about 12, 13 feet high. She's excited to see me. She's been out all day. It's a hot one today. It's about 90 degrees, very humid. There's the side of the pole barn. And here's a shot of the backyard. So here's one of my favorite things on the property. It's called a limelight. I think it's a type of hydrangea. But it's just really beautiful. I don't know if I can capture it, but just beautiful. When they first come out, they're kind of lime green and they turn white. And that bush is this is the second year they can get around 8 feet tall. So we also have a badminton court here, which is not very popular in Ohio. People tend to not be very outdoorsy or very busy lives. We'll be making a video about that. But it's pretty back here and peaceful, like I said. That's why I kind of moved here. Got a hammock for resting in the afternoon. I don't think I've used it this year because I haven't been sitting around much. And when I first moved in, my property looked like that, just the woods on the back, and then I cleared it all out and put all this in and planted grass seed and so forth. And that's the back of the pole barn. And So it's pretty nice. Laid all this rock. I think I had about 12 pallets of landscaping rocks. A lot of these bushes, the taxus there, the big little green bush there, that's the taxus. Got them, planted them, and so got these ferns from the neighbors. They're real pretty. I don't know what type of fern they are, but they're about maybe 3 feet tall, 2 to 3 feet tall. This here is called a Pawpaw Tree. It's grows wild out in the woods in different areas, and you can eat the fruit in the fall, around September-ish or so, October, early October maybe. So I have one of them. I planted several, but it's the only one that made it. So, but I like the ferns there. It's very pretty, very tropical looking. And then these hostas here, and next week they'll start budding out and blooming white. Have a big white vivid bloom on this dark green. You can kind of see it here. That's the getting ready to bud, and it'll be a big, maybe about a 6-inch with multi small flowers on it. So it'd be very pretty back here because it's shaded and everything's dark. And that's the neighbor's house up on, one of my neighbors up on the hill there behind me. It's a little newer house. It's been there about 10-15 years, but it's newer. Our house here is about, I'm gonna say 80 years old. It was a government house. I think it was over on Wright Pat Air Force Base, a military base. They have military people in the military lived in it, and then when they were clearing it out up there, they moved all the various homes down here. There was 3 of them made. So that's a little bit of the history on that. So they tried to make one over here in the woods over there, and they hit a spring, wouldn't you know, because the town's called Spring Valley, and they weren't able to put it in because it flooded the foundation and was a swamp. So yeah, there's springs all over down through here. I'll walk you back here and show you this one that used to run down through my property, but I got it pumped out in underground. There's actually kind of 3 springs. They come together. I dug the trench, and plus it's eroded, but here's one of them. Water runs year round in it. You can kind of see it there. If you can see it sparkling in the sun. It's in that ditch. I can see it. I can't tell if you can see it in the video very well, but hopefully you can. Then one comes down out of the back of the woods there, and then there's a little bit of something that's more of a drainage, but these 2 are springs which feed into this pipe I dug and laid in. So there, and that goes all the way down to the truck there beside the pole barn. Then it comes back out again, so that's where all the spring water goes. So many springs around here. I would say there's at least 100 of them, it seems like. I can't even tell you how many. That's a little trail out of the backyard up to the road, and up at the top of the hill's the graveyard. Enjoy walking up there because it's on top and you can look all over the valley from up there. So, but I just wanted to give you a little tour. So just comparing and letting people see how it is here, and in comparison to what life will be like in the Philippines. So, because obviously right now I'm not there, even though the channel's called Philippine Journey. We're in the process of making the journey. It's a long process with lots to do, because I would have to sell the business, my business, and sell this property to go. And then of course got to deal with COVID as well. So the restrictions and all constantly changing on that. So all these things take time, so we're hoping to pull the trigger and when everything comes together and get out of Dodge and, so to speak, little American phrase, old American phrase, and head to the Philippines, because she has 4 kids that live over there, and her mother's still alive. And so we have extended family over there, which I'm looking forward to meeting and seeing, although I've talked to them many times on Facebook and video chats and stuff like that, but still nicer when you can do it in person. So coming back down to the yard here, so but yeah, all the hostas were like donated to me. Between the bushes, all these plants are called hostas. So I got them from various customers over the years. Some of the things I bought, and probably half I bought and half I got out of other people's landscape. As I was doing work, they had extra, didn't want it anymore, so I picked up some of the plants and things like that. So heading back to the side here, I'm digging a little drainage ditch to keep the water away from the house. So that's going to have to get grassed, seeded or sodded. I just hadn't had a chance to do that. It's been a busy year. So, but yeah, let me know if you have any comments or anything you'd like to see or know about things. I'm just trying to get things started. I'm new at this. I don't have a bunch of fancy stuff. I don't edit. It's just raw, real, spur of the moment type things, and it's not rehearsed. It's not written down. So, but I'm just trying to share a little bit of my life and story with everybody, and see where it goes. And I hope the videos will get better and better as we go along. And but feel free to comment. I enjoy comments and look forward to talking to a few of you and see what happens on the channel. Hoping it eventually takes off, but let me know what you'd like to see and anything you'd like to know, and I'll try to address it and make a video about it. So I've got a lot of ideas, and we're going to have a lot of variety on the channel. Some of it's going to be some trips, some of it's going to be a thought or a idea that I have, or a life experience, and we'll probably interview some people and talk to some of the kids and get Rosie on here, and we'll go from there. So thanks for watching. So don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thanks, everyone.